To Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jones wants to throw to start things out here.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Myles Jack there to make the tackle.
The Patriots at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home, but sometimes when
the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Jermaine Johnson.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At the 20.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Davon Godchaux getting in there and dropping it.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
And tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated.
Touchdown, Patriots! Damian Harris, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Patriots use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Christian Barmore getting in there to drop it.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
But they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Throwing Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Flush to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack, and that'll bring up 3rd.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again, Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That's a game of play. It's 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw again.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
On second down, a run with Hall.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Walters. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 10 yards out.
And the Jets are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Under pressure, they got him again. Carl Lawson drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Jake Bailey now. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. This pass out wide to Hall. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half starts with a run by Hall. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Wilson. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. To the 43, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd down, Jones. It's caught inside the 25. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Harris will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A give running right is Hall. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Pats are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough.
To throw again, Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Elijah Moore
From 19 yards away.
And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Jones on third down.
He's got his man, Thornton.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
That's complete yet again to Thornton. Touchdown! Tyquan Thornton.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Patriots are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the catch made by Walters.
Finding room at midfield. Big strides, look at him go. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 53 yards.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
And according to the next-gen stats, he covered nearly 40 yards after the catch. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he slides to a halt inside the 10. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
To throw on third down, Jones. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll run with Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. One more time with Hall. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for third and goal. Now it's Wilson. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Garabay's kick is good.
And we are all tied here in the final stages. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
To throw is Jones.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Now a give, running left is Harris.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here's Jones.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
And points certainly not at a premium here. In motion left is Wilson. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Well, it took us